Have you ever wondered what your body is secretly telling you about your future after 70? Science now reveals there are real clues you can spot in daily life that hint at your true longevity. Imagine this. You're enjoying your morning coffee, glancing out the window, when suddenly a question pops into your mind. How much time do I really have left? Most of us are told that life after 70 is all about slowing down and letting nature take its course. But what if I told you your body is already sending you secret signals, real, scientific clues about how many healthy years you still have ahead? Some people ignore these signs and lose years they could have enjoyed. Others spot the warning lights, make a few changes, and get decades of extra memories with their families. In this video, I'm revealing 8 powerful signs you can use to predict your true lifespan after 70. You'll be surprised by how many you can spot at home and how many are easy to change. So, which signs are you missing? Stay with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes could make the difference between just getting by and truly living your best years. Sign 1. Appetite and eating habits. Let's start with something easy to overlook, but deeply important: your appetite and what's on your plate. It's normal for taste buds to fade a little with age, and maybe you aren't as hungry as you were at 25. But here's the real danger. A sudden loss of appetite or unexpected weight loss after 70 is often your body's SOS signal. Let me tell you about 2 neighbors, Jack and Edna. Jack, at 76, has always loved good food. Every day, you'll find him in his kitchen, chopping fresh veggies, grilling chicken, and mixing up big salads. His meals are simple: colorful fruits, whole grains, lean meats, but he enjoys every bite. He looks forward to lunch, sits down with friends or family, and almost never skips a meal. Not only does Jack have steady energy, but his doctor says he's got the heart of a much younger man. He moves easily, sleeps well, and rarely gets sick. Edna, across the street, is the same age but started losing interest in food a few years ago. She skips meals, eats lots of packaged snacks, and has quietly lost weight over the past year. Sometimes she brushes it off as just aging, but lately she feels weak, gets tired just going to the mailbox, and her doctor's worried. Her immune system isn't what it used to be. Here's what's happening. A healthy appetite and steady weight often show your body is absorbing the nutrients it needs, fueling your muscles, keeping your mind sharp, and supporting your immune system. But when you eat poorly or lose interest in meals, your body doesn't get what it needs to keep you strong. Muscles shrink, energy drops, and you're at higher risk for illness and frailty. The good news? You can change this story. A balanced diet, rich in fresh produce, protein, and healthy fats, can help you stay active, fight off sickness, and enjoy life for years to come. Even small changes like adding a serving of fruit or switching out chips for nuts can make a big difference. So, what's your story? Are you more like Jack or Edna? If you're noticing your appetite slipping or meals aren't as enjoyable, don't ignore it. Ask for help, spice up your menu, and remember, what you eat now can decide not just how long you live, but how well. Sign 2. Balance and stability. Ability to stand on one leg. Now, let's talk about a sign that surprises a lot of people: your sense of balance. This isn't something your doctor checks with a fancy machine, but it just might be one of the most important tests you ever take. Let's try it together. Stand up and see if you can lift one foot off the ground and hold it there for at least 10 seconds. No wall, no chair, just you and the floor. How did you do? If you're steady, that's a great sign. But if you start to wobble or need to grab onto something, don't worry, you're not alone. So, why does this matter? Balance is like your body's early warning system. It's about far more than just not falling. Good balance relies on strong legs, sharp reflexes, and a healthy brain, all working together. When you can't balance well, it often means one of those systems is starting to slip. Research shows that trouble with balance is linked to a higher risk of falling, and falls are the leading cause of injury among seniors. But it's even deeper than that. Losing your balance can also be a warning sign of muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even early changes in brain health, including memory and thinking skills. Imagine two friends, Mary and Bill. Mary, at 74, does simple balance exercises every day. She stands on one foot while brushing her teeth, walks heel to toe across her living room, and loves her gentle yoga class. She feels confident getting in and out of the shower, stepping off a curb, or even dancing with her grandkids. Bill, on the other hand, hasn't thought much about balance until he found himself stumbling on the stairs and needing to grab the wall more often. He worries about falling, and that fear keeps him from going outside as much. That's a slippery slope, because less movement leads to weaker muscles and even worse balance. Here's the good news: balance can be rebuilt at any age. The more you practice, even just a few seconds a day, the stronger and steadier you become. Try standing on one foot while holding onto the kitchen counter, then gradually let go. Walk in a straight line, heel to toe, or join a community exercise class that includes balance work. Not only does better balance keep you safe, but it also gives you the confidence to keep enjoying life, whether it's gardening, traveling, or simply walking with friends. So, take a moment to test yourself. And remember, if you're not steady now, you can always improve. Don't let fear of falling hold you back. Let's build the strength and balance that keeps you moving forward, one step at a time. Sign 3. Walking speed. Here's something most people never think about. How quickly do you walk from one room to the next? Believe it or not, your walking speed is one of the clearest and most surprising signals of your overall health as you age. Doctors call it the 6th vital sign because it's just as important as your blood pressure or heart rate. Why? Studies show that seniors who keep up a steady, brisk pace, whether they're walking down the driveway or strolling in the park, tend to live longer and enjoy more years of independence. Let me share the story of two friends, Robert and Grace, both in their early 70s. Robert has always enjoyed a daily walk, rain or shine. He's no marathon runner, but he likes to keep a good pace, swinging his arms and breathing deep. When the light changes at the crosswalk, he's able to step right out and cross with confidence. Grace, on the other hand, used to walk everywhere, but lately she finds herself shuffling and lagging behind her friends. She needs more breaks, feels unsteady, and dreads uneven sidewalks. What's happening? Grace's slower speed is her body's way of waving a red flag, warning her that muscles are getting weaker, balance is slipping, or circulation isn't as strong as it once was. But here's the hopeful news. Walking speed isn't set in stone. The more you practice, the more you improve. Even small boosts in daily steps or picking up the pace for a few minutes can help strengthen your legs, heart, and even your mind. Research shows that people who walk faster in their 70s often have better memory, sharper thinking, and lower risk of heart disease. And the best part? You don't need any fancy equipment, just a comfortable pair of shoes. Quick tip: try timing yourself over a set distance, like down the hallway or to the mailbox. If you notice you're slowing down, add an extra minute of walking to your routine each day, or challenge yourself to walk just a little bit faster. Invite a friend or family member for a walk. It's more fun and helps keep you motivated. Remember, a brisk walk today is not just good exercise. It's an investment in your independence, your memory, and even your lifespan. So next time you're headed out, pick up the pace. Your future self will thank you. Sign 4. Quality of sleep. Let's talk about something we all do but don't always get enough of: sleep. You've probably heard that a good night's sleep is important. But after 70, it's more than important. It's vital. Think about two neighbors, Alice and Tom. Alice goes to bed at the same time each night, keeps her bedroom dark and cool, and wakes up feeling refreshed most mornings. She finds it easier to focus on her crossword puzzles, enjoys walking her dog, and rarely gets sick. Tom, though, struggles to fall asleep and wakes up multiple times each night. He feels groggy in the mornings, nods off during the day, and has started forgetting little things, like why he walked into the kitchen or where he left his keys. His blood pressure is creeping up and he just feels off. What's happening? Sleep is your body's repair shop. While you rest, your immune system fights off illness, your brain clears away toxins, and your heart and blood vessels get a much-needed break. If you sleep poorly, your body and mind pay the price. Higher risks for heart disease, diabetes, memory loss, and even depression. It's not just about how many hours you spend in bed, but about getting restful, deep sleep each night, tossing and turning, waking often, or never feeling rested. Those are signs something needs attention. The good news: simple changes can help. Try sticking to a sleep schedule, avoiding screens before bed, and letting some natural light hit your face in the morning. If problems continue, talk to your doctor. Sometimes sleep issues are caused by medication, stress, or treatable conditions like sleep apnea. Remember, a good night's sleep is like pressing the reset button on your health. The better you sleep, the better your body and mind can take care of you for years to come. Sign 5. Grip strength. Let's move on to a sign that might surprise you: your grip strength. Think about the last time you shook someone's hand or opened a stubborn jar. Was your grip firm and steady, or did it feel a little weaker than you remembered? Meet Helen and Sam, both in their mid-70s and longtime friends from church. Helen always prided herself on her strong handshake. She loved gardening, often carried her groceries without a second thought, and even helped her grandchildren build elaborate Lego castles. But last year, she started to notice simple things becoming harder: twisting a bottle cap, carrying a heavy pan, or opening the front door when her hands were cold. She shrugged it off at first, blaming it on just getting older. Sam, on the other hand, started feeling the same way, but he brought it up to his doctor during a regular checkup. His doctor explained that grip strength isn't just about your hands. It reflects the health of your entire muscular and nervous system. If your grip is weakening, chances are your arms, shoulders, and even your legs are losing strength too. And when that happens, everyday tasks, like getting out of a chair, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs, can start to feel impossible. Even more, studies show that losing grip strength is a warning sign for more serious declines in independence, making falls and hospital visits more likely. But here's the uplifting part of Sam's story. He decided to do something about it. He started simple, squeezing a tennis ball while watching TV, using a hand gripper in the mornings, and doing a few push-ups against the kitchen counter. Within weeks, he noticed a difference. Carrying the groceries became easier. Picking up his grandkids? No problem. His confidence soared. Helen saw his progress and joined in. Together, they made grip exercises a fun competition. Who could squeeze the ball more times or hold a shopping bag longer? So here's your tip. Test your grip every now and then. If you notice it getting weaker, start those easy exercises. Squeeze a ball, use hand grippers, or just carry a heavy bag around the house. It may seem small, but it's one of the best ways to hold on to your strength, your independence, and the freedom to do what you love, year after year. Sign 6. Social connections. Here's something many people forget. Your relationships matter just as much as your physical health. It's true. Countless studies have shown that seniors with strong social ties, whether that's family, friends, or a community group, tend to live longer, stay sharper, and feel happier. Why? Because sharing stories, laughter, and even small worries keeps the mind active and the heart resilient. On the flip side, isolation and loneliness can take a real toll, increasing the risk of depression, memory loss, and even illness. So, make the call, join that club, or invite someone over for coffee. A simple chat today could add healthy years to your life tomorrow. Sign 7. How you handle stress. Stress sneaks up on all of us. Big life changes, unexpected bills, worries about health or family. But here's the secret. It's not the stress itself that shortens your life, it's how you handle it. Let's look at two friends, Betty and George, both in their late 70s. Betty used to get overwhelmed easily. When something went wrong, she would replay it over and over in her head, losing sleep and snapping at her loved ones. But a few years ago, after a health scare, Betty decided to try something new. She joined a knitting circle at her local senior center, started practicing gentle breathing exercises before bed, and made it a rule to call her sister every Sunday just to talk about anything but problems. George, on the other hand, preferred to keep his worries to himself. When his car needed repairs or he got bad news, he bottled it up. The stress built up inside him, making his heart race and his blood pressure spike. Here's what science says. Seniors who learn to adapt, who pick up hobbies, spend time with friends, or simply step outside to enjoy nature, are far more likely to stay healthy, think clearly, and live longer. Even small things like laughter, listening to music, or writing down your worries in a journal can work wonders. So, when stress comes knocking, don't let it move in. Find what calms you. Gardening, prayer, painting, puzzles, or a simple cup of tea with a friend. Your body, your heart, and your future self will thank you. Sign 8. Independence in daily activities. Here's a sign not many people talk about, but it's one of the clearest predictors of healthy aging. Your independence in daily routines. Think about your typical morning. Can you get out of bed, dress yourself, take a shower, and make breakfast without help? These little victories often go unnoticed, but they're a powerful sign of strength and resilience. Let me tell you about two sisters, Ruth and Mabel, both in their early 80s. Ruth always prided herself on managing her home. She cooked her own meals, tidied up, and even baked for her neighbors on Sundays. But one winter, after a fall, she found dressing herself was suddenly a challenge. Instead of struggling in silence, Ruth reached out to her doctor. Together, they brought in an occupational therapist who suggested a few clever tools and simple home modifications. With grab bars in the bathroom and easy grip utensils in the kitchen, Ruth was soon back to doing the things she loved, on her own. Mabel, however, kept her struggles quiet. She avoided asking for help, and little by little she lost her confidence and her independence. Research shows that seniors who stay independent in daily tasks live longer, stay mentally sharper, and enjoy a better quality of life. It's not about doing everything alone forever, but about holding on to the small freedoms that make life meaningful. Here's a tip. If you notice tasks like bathing, cooking, or getting dressed becoming harder, don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor or a professional. Sometimes just a small change or a simple tool can keep you safe and independent for years to come. Remember, your daily routines are the building blocks of your independence, and your best years still lie ahead. So, how many of these signs did you recognize in yourself or maybe in a loved one? Let me know in the comments. Which sign surprised you the most, or what's one thing you're inspired to start working on today? I love hearing your stories and tips. They help others in our community too. And remember, most of these signs can be improved with just a few simple changes in your daily routine. It's never too late to take charge of your health, protect your independence, and make the years ahead your best yet. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Life Insights for more practical tips and encouragement. Take care, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.